Call transfers allow an answering station to transfer a call that it's receiving to another place. The three different types we're going to go over today are delay transfers, absent transfers, and schedule transfers. A transfer occurs when an answering station receives a direct call and it hands it off to another group or station. A retransfer occurs when the station receiving the call hands it off to another station after that. A station receiving a retransfer can retransfer the call to another station, so on and so forth until the call times out. Once a call is transferred to a group of IXG mobile apps, this ends our chain of transfers, and the call cannot be transferred or retransferred to another group of apps or answering stations. For all of our transfer types, the door station that's initiating the call needs to not call the station that we want to transfer to. For instance, if our door station is calling answering station A and we want it to transfer to answering station B, if it rings both of them simultaneously when the call button is pressed, the transfer from A to B will never happen because the door station is already contacting that second station. To prevent this from happening, we'll want to go back to the call settings section earlier in this video and adjust our door stations so they do not call the stations that we want them to transfer to. We'll start off with delay transfers. Delay transfers are always active. When an answering station receives a call, it will hand that call off if it is not answered after a certain period of time. Navigate to Transfer Settings Delay Transfer on the side menu. On the station receiving the call, set Delay Transfer to Enable. Adjust the delay under Delay Time, which is how long the call will dwell at that station before being transferred to another host. Click Select Station or Select depending on your type of answering station. Select the transfer destination and then click OK. If you'd like to include apps in the transfer, scroll right and click Select to choose a unit's apps to be included in that transfer. To configure a retransfer, scroll right to the Retransfer Destination section. On the answering station that's receiving a call from a transfer, select an answering station or unit's mobile apps using the same procedure as before. Next will be absent transfers. Absent transfers are toggled on and off using a button on your answering station. This allows the user to route calls to another answering station when they aren't available. To configure an absent transfer, navigate to Transfer Settings, Absent Transfer on the side menu. These are configured in the same way as delay transfers. The only exception is that delay time is not needed since the absent transfers are instantaneous as soon as the transfer button is turned on the answering station. Last will be schedule transfers. Schedule transfers are active during particular times. If a scheduled transfer is active, the calls to that answering station will be immediately transferred or retransferred. An example for this would be a school where we want our door stations to call into the front desk during school hours, but during after hours transfer immediately to the daycare center. Schedule transfers are also configured the same way as delay transfers, except for the need for us to set our schedule. Schedules can either be set as a recurring weekly schedule or on a particular date in the future. Schedules are entered in 24-hour time. Click the cells beneath the desired schedule to set a start time and end time. For example, a schedule that runs from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. would be entered with a start time of 9 and an end time of 1800. If a schedule transfer starts on one day and ends after midnight on the next, set the start time later in the day and the end time earlier on the same day. For example, a schedule that runs from 10 p.m. on Monday to 7 a.m. on Tuesday would be entered under Monday with a start time of 2200 and an end time as 7. Scroll left to right to view different schedules. Use the Display Settings menu at the top of the page to adjust which days are displayed by clicking Schedule View Adjustment. Select a schedule for a future date under Daily Schedule, skip to a particular day of the week using the drop-down menu under Move to Related Settings, or adjust which weekly schedules are displayed under Display Range. Be sure after making these changes to upload all of your settings to the stations as shown earlier in this guide. If you configured a schedule transfer, be sure during the file setting upload portion that you click the Schedule button after uploading settings to the station to send the schedule you created to the stations as well.